I'd never like really encountered racism before. I just wasn't aware of it, and so I just thought everything was going to be the same when I moved here. And yeah, but then people just started. There's just this like weird things started happening, and like they would happen, and I would just have like no idea, and it took me a while to like realize what it was. And then when I, did come to realize, I was like, oh my god.
Like what?
I remember one time, it was like really early on in the year, I went like on a coffee date with this guy, and he was from like the old boys school like just down the road. And we went to the coffee shop, we like sat down, and he like, this was the first time I like we've seen each other face to face, and he sits down and he goes, oh, so you go to this school, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh cool, are you here on a netball scholarship? And I remember like sitting there and being like, I mean, I don't know why you think I play any sports at all. I don't know what it is about me that makes you think I can play netball of all things. Yeah, and like just little things like that, like just kept happening, and I was just really confused. And it wasn't until like one day I was walking out of the school gates, and this couple was walking in, and I wasn't even like halfway out the gate, and I could hear the woman saying, oh, I didn't know that black people could go here. And I remember just like standing there and being like, oh, so that's what it is. These people don't think that I deserve to be here. Like I somehow like got a free pass to be here. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you've left school. What about your experiences since? What is there something that's really vivid in you?
Obviously, I turned 18 like when I moved to uni, and like we'd start going out to town, and my friends and I would be like out in town. I remember one night we were just in some club and like on the dance floor, and this like me and my friends were just like laughing like with each other. And I remember like walking away and going to the bathroom, and I could hear like there was this guy that was like standing there, and he was like, and he just looked at me and he was like, and I was like, well, that's my night ruined then. I'm gonna go home and cry now. Like, and I remember like walking out on the street like in town, and there was like a car full of like, I assume dudes. They all sounded like dudes. They just drove past, and like someone like put their head out the window, and they're like, get back to your boat. And I was like, I mean, I came here on a plane, but okay, like cool. Oh, and I've had like so many people, the whole like, oh, you're pretty hot for a black girl, or oh, I've never a black girl before. And I'm just like, okay, like cool, very dehumanizing, but cool. It's just okay. Sometimes I just like walk down the street, like it's always, especially at night, and people just be like, and I still don't really know how to process it and like talk about it properly without like getting like really worked up. My youngest brother, he had like an incident at school with one of his friends. My brother said that he told him like a couple of weeks before that. This was like literally maybe like 2-3 weeks after March 15th, and like before that he had been telling my brother that he wishes that the terrorists came in with 3 other people so they could shoot more of the towel heads. And
what do you think New Zealand and Christchurch can do to better ourselves in this? Because you've experienced something pretty ugly.
Teaching people to be more, I don't know, like just open-minded, like you don't have to come up to me and be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, let me kiss your feet, like I'm so sorry for all the things that's happened to you, but like just like understanding what the person next to you might be going through, like just understanding, like you don't have to walk in their shoes, but just like try and understand like what it must be like for them to like be in their shoes.